Hey, what's going on, Solar family? Hopefully you're doing amazing. It's James here. I just want to drop in really quickly and share 3 tips with you that really helped me plan my new year, because 2019 is coming to an end. And if you want to make a bigger impact, make a bigger income next year, then you have to be really methodical and intentional on everything that you do from this day forward. Not too sure exactly when you're watching this video, but it's almost Thanksgiving 2019, and you literally have 1 month to prepare yourself for the new year so you can knock it out of the park, so you can actually reach your goals. And if you really want to play to the next level, right? Because if you didn't plan what you did this year, right? For example, 2018, if you didn't sit down and really plan and come up with a strategy on how you're going to hit your goals for 2019, more than likely, if you check your bank account right now, it's the exact same amount that you had last year, right? Nothing's changing. You know, Tony Robbins said that if you do something over and over again and you expect a different results, that's insanity. So I want to set you up for next year, because I know you have big dreams, big goals to make a bigger impact and an income. And I'm going to share with you guys 3 tips that really helped me position myself to be more intentional every single day so I can reach my goals, right? And obviously, you know, sometimes you don't actually hit your goals, right? But the great thing is, if you're tracking it, you'll be able to adjust and pivot so you can actually plan like the next month or the next quarter on how you can, you know, catch up, right? Especially if you're falling behind with your financial goal. So tip number 1 is to strategize and plan out your income goals for next year. So what you want to do is come up with that big audacious goal, right? Say for example, you want to make $100,000 this year, $200,000, $300,000, $1 million, whatever that may be. Make sure that you write that down, and what you want to do from there is reverse engineer it. So from that goal, say for example, a $100,000 goal, how am I going to hit that monthly, and how am I going to hit that daily? Right? So what you want to do is you want to track yourself every single month to see if you're actually tracking to hit a $100,000 goal, if that's your goal. So also what I want to add on to there is, you know, reaching goals and working, it gets tough, right? So what I encourage you is to reward yourself every quarter, right? So that's something that I've been doing for the last, 2 years is, hey, I'm gonna work hard over the next, 3 months or whatnot. And obviously I'm always working hard as hard as I can, but I wanna reward myself, because you wanna be able to put that carrot in front of you, but you also wanna be able to capture and grab that carrot after you hit that goal. So that's another advice for you. Work hard to reach your goals and also have rewards in between. Tip number 2 is, what events are you going to this year? Because proximity is so important, because you're basically an average of every single person that you hang out with, right? So keep that in mind when you're hanging out with really high go-getters versus maybe your crowd right now, or the people that you're hanging with aren't so go-getters like yourself, right? Because you become an average of that. So surround yourself with like-minded people that are reaching the goals that you want to reach, and even better, if you can surround yourself with people that have way bigger dreams, way bigger goals than you have. So let me give you an example. I love playing golf, right? And I go out there all by myself, and I get partnered up with 3 or 4 guys. And before, years ago, when I get partnered up with somebody really, really well, I get discouraged and I get scared, I get intimidated. But when I changed that mindset, that being partnered with someone that's better than you, whether that's golf, whether that's in sales, it's actually a good thing. Because what happens is that person will level you up, right? Because you're trying to catch up to that person. So think about the time when you played golf with somebody else, or maybe you were in a sports activity and somebody was better than you. Did you play better than if you played with people that were the same, level as you, right? So more than likely you played at a higher level. So make sure that you plan on the events that you're going to, because proximity is huge. Especially when you're in this industry, you want to be around like-minded people, because the person that you're sitting with, believe it or not, is gonna drop one nugget that can literally change your business, because that's what happened to me. Because I never went to events before, because I used to have this big chip on my shoulder, and I started going to events, and wow, that really, really changed my business, because a person sitting to my left literally changed my business. I was able to 10x my business by a tip that he shared with me on, how we check out, right? Because I have online courses, and I used to do it one way, and this one tip that he shared with me, literally, it changed my business. It 10x my business that year. So it's really important to go to events so you can be around like-minded people, so you can learn from others that's taking it to the next level, so you can take your business to the next level. So tip number 3 is probably the most important tip that I can share with you, which is investing in yourself. The biggest investment that you can make is in yourself, because I honestly believe there's a direct correlation from how much money you invest in yourself to actually how much money you have in your bank account. It's really important to invest in someone that has the things that you want, that can take you to the next level. Because what happens is, if you invest in a coach, if you invest in a mentor that already has exactly what you want, you can literally cut the learning curve, right? That learning curve could be thousands and thousands of dollars. And if you just invested one time in yourself, you could have literally cut that learning curve and started making the kind of money and the income that you want. So I highly encourage you, if you don't have any, budget set aside right now, you have a few months, right? You have a few months to start putting, $100 aside, $200 aside. Maybe that, that night out with the boys or the night out with the girls may not be as important than your future, right? Instead of going out to the bar, or maybe, spending the money on things that may not benefit you and may not bring value to your life, just hold off, right? Save the money and instead invest the money in yourself. Because I can't stress this enough, the more money that you invest in yourself, the more knowledge that you learn, whether that's sales, whether that's marketing, whether that's being in the proximity of people that can, that can possibly change your life, it's crucial. It's crucial to making a bigger impact in an income. So hopefully those 3 tips will help you plan your year next year, so you can make a bigger impact and a bigger income. But before you bounce out of here, make sure you click the button to subscribe so you get all my updated videos as it comes out. Peace.